Hello. Recently I read a book called The Rocket Boys, and it was about a boy who was 18 years old, lived in a small mining town in West Virginia in the 50s, and that's what everybody did. Mining, coal mining. The coal mining company even owned the town. So the homes, the furniture, everything that the coal miners lived in or had was owned by the coal mining company. And you either mined coal if you were a boy, and when you got older and graduated high school, most graduated high school, some didn't, or once in a while, a lucky one got out on a football scholarship. And that was really it. You either mined coal or you mined coal, and once in a while one was able to get lucky and have another choice. Now, if you want to mine coal, absolutely nothing wrong with it. But these people, especially the younger generation coming up, had no choice. They had to mine coal, and that was that. Well, the Rocket Boys was about these four boys, one in particular, who got them started, and they had dreams bigger than coal. They had dreams of going into space. Now, in Coalwood, that was the name of the town, in West Virginia in the 50s, that was absolutely unheard of. And sometimes that's where your dreams start, with something that's unheard of. And it might make things a little harder, might make you have more naysayers, but you don't give up on your dream. And the book was actually made into a movie, October Sky. It was maybe made 20 years ago, and it starred Jake Gyllenhaal, who's a big movie star now. The movie's great, and it's nice because the book, it went very much along with the movie, and the book's a biography. So there was really not much Hollywood in the movie. It's very true to life. So in 90 minutes, you could see the dreams be born and inspired and grow in this young man. And the person that first inspired him, his name was Homer, was his teacher. It was the time of Sputnik, and Sputnik was racing through the sky at the time, looking like a little star, but just moving faster than any of the others. So I was so inspired by this book. I've seen the movie. It's one of my favorites, probably 20 times, if not once. And I read the book, and I could feel Homer's, you could just feel everything he went through to go from a young boy, 18 years old, in high school, with a father that was very well thought of at the coal mining company. He was the boss. He was respected. He was a good man. He was the kind of man that there was something to be said for doing the right thing. Homer adored him, adored his father, but didn't want to do what he did. Where's the crime in that? So he got inspired by his teacher, showing them, explaining, and telling them all about Sputnik. And again, he'd look up in the sky and see Sputnik race through, and he just felt something. In the book, he said he felt like he had seen the stars for the first time, that first time that he saw Sputnik. He said, it's the first time I noticed the stars and what was beyond. And he wanted to build his own rocket. So he did. And he built his own rocket, and he entered it You get 3 buddies together, and they didn't know the math or the chemistry or the trigonometry or the calculus or any of that. They weren't taught that in school. They learned it on their own. Can you believe that? And their teacher helped them, but she would get them books that she would say, I don't even know the math in this. I don't know the science in this. But if you learn this, will help you make a successful rocket. And then you go from there. So the way they got into college was not through football. The way they got into college is they won a county science fair, which sent them to the national science fair, and they won. And when they won, all 4 of the boys got scholarships to college. And Homer was the only one that went into space, or went into working with the space program, working at NASA. And he got to his last biggest, I should say, job or promotion, and what he enjoyed the most was training the astronauts about going into space. And I could go on with the details forever, because I'm a reader. Most writers are readers. And the story is just wonderful. But you don't have to read the book to enjoy the story. You can certainly watch the movie. And you don't have to watch the movie to even understand what Homer went through. I think there's so many people out there. I don't think you have to live in a coal mining town to feel that you don't have a choice in what you're going to do. Maybe you are poor. Maybe you live in a bad neighborhood. Maybe you have a poor school system. There's so many obstacles that you can see. But if you have a dream, start with your dream right here. Put your dream in a star, right where the stars are. And then you start with your goals. And Homer had to make goals. And his 3 buddies that were the Rocket Boys had to make goals. Imagine having to learn calculus and trigonometry and all the chemistry that goes along with making a rocket in high school go up to 3 miles successfully without being taught how to do it. That blows my mind right there. But Homer went from that to working at NASA. And all because he wanted to, all because it was a dream. But his dream had to include, that's a better way to put it and understand it. His dreams had to include goals. He couldn't just dream his way out of Coalwood, had to dream his way out of not becoming a miner, of being a coal miner. He had to do the work it took. And it was so inspiring. So here I am with another message of everybody has dreams, whatever they are, big, small. Your life is going to consist of, I don't know anybody whose life consists of one dream. But whatever your dreams are, just back your stars up a little bit, come down to earth, and start with a goal. And achieve that goal. Learn the trigonometry, and then learn the calculus and the chemistry, and find somebody that believes in you and stick to them like glue, because that's what these boys did. Stuck to this teacher like glue. And then they had more help and more help and more help and more help. And once you find one person to stick to like glue and that believes in you and what you're doing, you'll find it's just a snowball effect. And the biggest part is you have to believe in you. So with that being said, whatever your dreams are, achieve them, work on them, make goals for them, that you will get there. You will get from not knowing anything about trigonometry and calculus to working for NASA. Whatever your trigonometry is and whatever your NASA is in the sky. So thanks for listening, and I will see you again really soon. Take care. Again, second time.